Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be Tuesday or Thursday, or Tuesday or Saturday. So, happy Tuesday or Saturday if you're catching the replay. I'm going to give it just a few minutes while people jump on. I'm really early this morning. It's like, hey, Chris. It is around 8:15. Good morning, Deborah. And so I'm really early this morning. Hi, Martha. I'm just giving everybody a few minutes. I have a cup of coffee here. See right here. It's my second cup. I had a rough night last night, you guys. I don't know what the deal was, but I just could not get all the way to sleep. Like I don't know what was wrong. Well, and then I'm grabbing my chair here so I can sit down with you guys. One of the problems was my husband he's a tow truck driver, and so he is on call when he works 4 days a week, and he is on call. And when he's on call, he has to go out in the middle of the night. And he came in a couple times last night and then got called out. And one time, like, he had just, like, got into bed, got situated. It was, like, 3 a.m. And then he got a call. And I was like, oh, like, I was already having a hard time sleeping. So it was just one of those nights. And I have a lot happening this week. So I'm very excited. My paper share order will be here tomorrow. So all of that will be here. So I'll start cutting for paper shares and card kits. And that is going to be a lot. It is going to be a lot this go around. And so all that gets here tomorrow, and I'll start on that. If you ordered a paper share, you will be getting an email soon with the Facebook group link. And then I also have to finish up the PDF. Wendy has to add some of our challenge stuff into that PDF. I'm waiting for her to do that, and then I'm going to finish that up. So you'll get all of that like this week. It's just a few minor things that we have to do. So that will be good. I'll start doing that. You guys will get your paper, which will be so fun. And then I have a couple new things coming from the holiday catalog. I've created so much in the last month that I've cycled through all of this stuff, all of my very first purchase. Can you guys believe it? I'm like back into a place where I am creating. And so I needed to order a couple more things so we can, I feel like I've used a lot of the fall stuff, like a lot. So I'm feeling like we need to like move into some new product and projects for you guys. So I'll have that. So that'll be exciting. So next week I'll have a little mini haul of the stuff that I've picked up. And then it's mostly Christmas stuff. So I know it's so hard to believe, but like I'm already ready to move into like Christmas projects. Like, and really fall isn't even here yet, and Thanksgiving isn't even really here yet, but I'm just like ready to like start in on the Christmas projects, which I never have enough time. Does that happen to you guys where I never have enough time to do all of the Christmas projects that I want to do, right? So that will be happening this week. So a few things just to make sure you guys are all caught up. Remember that this is the last week to join Stamp Club for this month for September. These are our 3 main projects that we will be doing. And I will put a link in the description as soon as I'm done here if you want to sign up. So with Stamp Club, you get to make 6 projects. You get a package in the mail from me with all of your supplies. And then you also get to make a bonus project, which we make live in our Facebook group. And so that is a lot of fun. I've not designed the bonus project yet, but I will be doing that. I actually need more of this paper, of my fall paper, because I have gone through my fall paper so much. So I have some more of that coming this week. So that is closing up this weekend. The opportunity to join will pass. So if you're interested in joining, make sure you click on the link and you sign up to do that. That's happening this week. And then I have 2 fun card projects coming up from you and a treat bag project coming up this week. So I just got some of these right here. And I can't wait to use these. Remember last week I said like I'm really starting to love all this copper that we have. So I got some of these treat bags and we're going to be doing some fun things with these. So we'll do that this week. So I have lots of things coming up this week. And then I'll be live today, Wednesday, and Friday, and we'll be making stuff. Deborah said she has the same problem. Is that the getting onto the Christmas stuff? Or going through all that you've purchased already? I've been really on a creative kick. Okay, Elizabeth, I'll look at that when I'm done here. Oh, okay. I glanced at it. I'll take a look at that when I get done here, Elizabeth. Thanks. And then, so you're already working on Christmas projects. I know, right? There's just never enough time. And I always feel like, oh, I have time. And then it's like December and I don't have time to do it. So today for our live, we are doing a Christmas card. In years past, I've been so much better about making Christmas cards and sending them out. In the last several years, I've not made Christmas cards and sent them out because it's a lot, right? You got to start early. So today we're using the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. This comes in a bundle, so you can get the punch and the stamp set if you want it together, and then you'll save 10%. If you are part of the paper share, this was one of the options to get some product. This was one of the bundles that you could choose to get. So you may be waiting on this with your paper share. That's coming. So we're going to make a card. It's going to be a pretty simple card. I have a bunch of pieces here that we're going to do. We're going to do some stamping. And then the great thing about this card is, and this paper in general, let me just sort all my pieces out here. Okay, so the great thing about this paper is a lot of these patterns will work with any card that you're making. So even the card we're making today, you could totally choose different patterns to do the card and it would totally work because these are such general patterns that they're really interchangeable. So something that I've been trying to remind myself to do is the best way that I create is I just go look for ideas. Like I go to Pinterest or I Google, a set or a designer paper and I see what other people are doing. And then I just adapt it to something that I want to do. Or I look for a sketch and I just see how I can maybe, I don't always think like, oh, I'll change this up. But once I get into creating, I end up changing it up. So this is a great set of paper for seeing cards that you want to make and then just changing up the designs of them a little bit. And it helps you feel a little bit more creative. I feel like it helps me to like really dive into being creative when I'm doing that. So I'm loving this paper. I've already bought several packs of this. This is what I will be doing all of my December documenting. I'll be using this designer paper. So I love it. So we're going to make a really simple card and let's go ahead and do our stamping first. So I just have a piece of scratch paper here. And this set, it has several different trees. At first I thought that one of my favorite stamps for the tree would be the plaid, but I haven't found that I love the plaid stamp as much as I thought. I actually just like to take this and punch out plaid paper because then you get this, where'd my paper go? when you just punch this out, first of all, this paper, oh, this is a good, like I want to get some of this, the foil in. Here, let's get a different piece that has more foil on it. Oh, this piece. So when you punch this out just using the punch, let me get over here on the edge so I don't waste a bunch of this. First of all, you get the foil, right? That's on here. And then you don't get any white space. When you stamp this and you punch it, you get a little bit of white space around your tree, which is okay, but I'm just not loving, like I want this plaid to reach the whole tree. So I think it's a better option if you want a plaid version of the tree, just punch the paper. Good morning, Daisy. So the other thing that I'm going to share with you guys is I've noticed our paper, this paper, and what paper was I working with this weekend? I think it was the fall paper because I did some fall projects. Our paper is, some of our paper is white core, meaning the image is printed on either side of it, and then it's white paper inside. So I don't know if you can see on camera that there's like this white edge. And whatever project I was working on, I wish I could remember which one it was, I was really frustrated with how white the edges were because of that white core. So what I started doing is just taking my writer markers and going over the edge. You guys have seen me do this when I stamp something. When I stamp something, I'll go ahead and I'll outline it with black. And it gives it this very finished look. But what I've been doing is, I've also been doing it on this designer paper to get rid of that white edge. And you're going to see it makes such a difference. So you see, I'm almost done with this one. Super simple to do, just takes a few minutes, and then you don't have that really bright white on the edges. And then so you can see, I'm going to go ahead and stamp this just so you guys can see the difference in what I mean. And I just think because all that paper is plaid, there's lots of different plaid images in that pack. I just feel like it's such a prettier plaid image than just stamping. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great image. Where'd my punch go? Here it is. So see how that leaves a white border, which I think is fine for certain projects. But I think for when you're doing the plaid, that it is not only easier to just punch than stamping and quicker, especially if you're doing multiple cards, but I think you can really get a prettier plaid kind of tree. So we will be needing this green, and I'm going to go ahead and do the stamping that I'm going to need, but I just wanted to show that to you guys. And I'll set this aside so I can clean it before I put it away. And then we're going to use the just the realistic looking tree. Okay, and then we're also going to use the little bottom part of the tree, which I almost forgot when I originally designed this project. My clear blocks are a mess. I need to have Kayla come down and clean them up. I pay her to do that. She comes down and she'll take them up and clean them, and then she'll organize them all in my drawer. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the bottom part first, like that. And then I'm going to try to line up my tree better. I think that sometimes works a little bit better. So I used soft suede. You could use any brown. And then we're using garden green. Oh, you know what? I think, yeah, I guess garden green is going to work. I feel like I need to use shaded. I think I'm going to use shaded spruce. I think the color in the paper is Shaded Spruce, not Garden Green. I feel like it's a little brighter. Okay. And then I might as well clean this up so I don't forget. Just wipe that down. Okay. I feel like this is kind of wet now. Okay, so let's use Shaded Spruce. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be better. Okay, and then we'll just line this up like this. This is a gorgeous tree. You could do lots with it without the punch, but today we're just going to punch it out here. So we'll line it up. And, oh, see what happened? See, that's sort of why I don't like the white. I'm doing that again. That's sort of why I don't like the white border, because I feel like sometimes I don't line it up great. Okay, so we need soft suede. And I'm in a mood this morning for it to look perfect, even though I always say it doesn't need to. I think that's upside down. But just go with it. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, it's a little better. It's not much better. Okay, it's a little better. We'll go with that. Okay, so let's close this up so that we don't put our hands in it. Okay, let's get rid of this. So the first thing we're going to do is we have our card base. And it's just 4 1/4. So I took an 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of white cardstock. I cut it in half at 4 1/4. And then I scored it at 5 1/2. And that's going to give me a card base. Okay. So the next thing that we have is a piece of our designer paper. So like I said, you can choose any piece you want. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I did this. In fact, I think that I will do 2 different ways. So you could do it this way and like this, or you could do it this way like this. Okay. So I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to show you a card the opposite. Okay. So this piece is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And what we're going to do is take some foam. So this is just fun foam that I bought at Walmart, and then I attached a double-sided adhesive. And then that's going to give me a little bit of depth on my card. So now we're going to put this right in the middle. Just like that. So now this piece is going to go right here in the middle. And we don't need to pop that up. We can just put some adhesive on here. I love the gold foiling on this paper. I think it's fantastic that they did that with this paper. I think it really takes it up a notch. So I'm just using my grid mat to line this up. It's probably somewhat easier to line this up. Since it's plaid, you can really use those lines to line things up. So we have that. So the next thing that we have is a stitched nestled die. Oh, you guys, anything stitched, I just cannot get enough of, and I love. So we're going to stamp our sentiment on here, and these are so great for Christmas stuff, for Christmas projects. There's lots of sets in the holiday catalog that sort of somewhat coordinate with this set. So I love that they did that, since these just came out in the annual catalog, it's nice that we have some holiday stuff that fits into these shapes, because I think we're all excited about using this set that we have, that we just got literally like a month and a half ago. And so it's nice that it coordinates. So I'm just going to use this big sentiment that says Merry Christmas. And it just fits just about perfect right there. And we'll do it on the bottom. It didn't stamp the best. I wonder if there was something on my stamp. I feel like there is. Oh yeah, there was. There was like a piece of paper. That's a bummer. Look, I already got like red and green, and whenever I stamp, it always ends up everywhere. I don't understand people who stamp and their hands look like they never touched ink. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this piece down without popping it up. So we'll just add it flat down. Hey, Kathy. So this piece we're going to add right in the, well, not so much in the middle, on the side. Like, let's do it right here on the side. Press that down. Now here's where we're going to put our tree, and we're going to pop it up. But you totally could put your plaid tree if you wanted. You might, want to coordinate your papers a little bit better. I don't necessarily think that's the best, design maybe to go here. But you could totally do that. That's an option. But I want to pop this up with some dimensionals. And I found that about 3 work perfect on the tree. Okay, so we'll take these off here and we'll just stick it right there. Now, if you wanted to, you guys know how I feel about adding bling. It's always my go-to. You could totally add some. I'm not going to, believe it or not. I'm not going to add anything. But you totally could. Oh, you know what we could add? Yes, let's add a little something. Why not? Okay. I'm only adding this because it's out on my desk. Let me show you what it is, because I know I'm going to get questions. Okay, so many of you may have this product from years ago. Do you guys remember these punches? The heart border punch and the star border punch. I have these. I love them. But what I love doing with them, and I got these out to use on another card that we'll be doing, I think, next week. And what I do is I just take the glimmer paper, and I have this in all different colors. And I just use these containers that we get from Stampin' Up. You see, I have some Bermuda Bay stars. I have black hearts. I'm going to open this and it's going to go flying everywhere. So I have black glitter hearts. I have black stars. You guys get the idea, right? I have these in silver and gold, and I have them, these I use a ton. So I just did a bunch in our like dazzling detailed, like the clear. And so these are fantastic for lots of things. And I have them out for another card we're going to do. But let's take this tiny gold star and let's put it at the top of our tree. So for that, I'm going to use a glue dot. You could use liquid glue. Just this glue dot is going to work perfect. And then it's also going to give that glue dot a little bit of, or the star, a little bit of dimension. So you just take that glue dot and kind of like smush it over, like kind of fold it a couple times. And then it sort of works like as a dimensional. And we'll put that star right at the top. Right? Perfect. I love that. So here this is with the green plaid and then the red kind of stripe in the middle. And then here it is with the white. And on this one, I did an extra layer to add a little bit more dimension, but you don't even have to do that. It's white on white, so you don't even have to do that. If you had a cherry cobbler border or the green border and then added the white, you could do that as well. But there's two very sort of different options, yet they're very simple. They would be easy to mass produce. Now, I have 2 sets of these nestled dies because of prepping for classes and stuff. So even easier, I can cut 2 of these at once. So this is a great, easy card that you could mass produce, right? I love it. I love this paper for that. And again, if you wanted to just do like this would go, I feel like this would go really well. This plaid one. But if you just wanted to punch out a plaid tree, you could do that as well instead of stamping. And that would even go faster, really, if you were really trying to mass produce. So I hope you guys enjoyed these cards this morning. I know I'm live super early this morning, but like I said, I have lots to do. I have paper share stuff to start prepping and club member stuff to start prepping. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks to get all of that finished. So remember that I have where's it at? Oh, right here. Couple things to remember. If you place an order with me this month, $65 or more, you get this stamp set for free, the holiday haul. So place an order with me, use the host code, and I will send you this stamp set for free. And then also we have the buy 3, get 1 free designer paper sale that's happening. So we have all of the papers in the annual catalog that are on sale. You buy 3, you get 1 free. So those are the 2 major things happening. And this month, in the month of September, if you're having trouble placing an order, please let me know. Over the weekend, there were some problems, apparently, that I read about, that people were having problems placing an order in Chrome. Like if you use Chrome as your browser, or if you're trying to place an order on a device, it was having a little bit of a problem. So if that's happening to you, the first thing you can do is just try a different browser. I think they were recommending Firefox. I don't personally have Firefox. I use Safari and I use Chrome. I placed an order using Safari and everything was okay. But if you're having problems, please let me know and I will help you. I will make sure to be around to help you guys with that. And then also just let me know so I know that it's still happening. Because I'm not sure that it's still happening or not. So if you need help placing an order, let me know. And then I will be back on Wednesday to create with you guys again and share with you guys a few more things from the holiday catalog. So I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Monday. If you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday or Saturday, wherever you're seeing it. All the information that I talked about is in the description on here on Facebook. It's on my website and it's in the YouTube description. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you have a great day and I'll talk to you guys on Wednesday.